Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, One Concussed Broad Healing. My concussion/brain injury journey began in 2020, forcing me to have to walk this recovery journey. Along the way, I faced many roadblocks, setbacks, and struggled to find information on how to heal. My goal in starting this channel is to share my knowledge, experience, and my support in order to help others navigate their recovery. This channel is for anyone that is recovering from concussion or brain injury, and for family members that are wanting to support a loved one on their journey. I will be sharing educational tips, information, recovery strategies, mindfulness set shifts, and personal motivation. So if you've ever felt lost, frustrated, or alone in your recovery journey, know that you are not alone. I've been there, and this is exactly why I started exactly why I started this channel. So for me, symptom-wise, I had pretty much, concussion is very unique to every individual because depending on the area of the brain that you have the injury in, we can all experience different symptoms. But a lot of the common symptoms are like brain fog, anxiety, trouble regulating emotions, identity shifts, that constant pain and pressure. Like I used to feel like my head was swelling. I used to say like to my husband, I feel like my head is this big. Exhaustion, the fatigue was something that I never ever experienced before in my life. And for me, I have difficulty with words, finding the words, articulating them. And I also have troubles with with my physical movement. So yeah, there's a whole slew of symptoms, and I'll talk more about them as we go through this channel. But I experienced a lot of symptoms, and my injury completely derailed my life. A car accident was 2021. I've never been successfully able to return to my job. And this last year, this last year I said, I'm not even trying this year. I have had several unsuccessful attempts. I can work for a short period of time, a few months at a time, and then I have an epic crash. And those setbacks are difficult because it's like going back to what it was like at day one. Now, as I say all this, I want you to know that my recovery, I have progressed so much. I am in a very good place in my recovery. I still have symptoms. I still have to be very mindful of how I live my life, and I have to be very mindful of the messages my body's telling me. So when it's telling me to rest, like that's it, I need to stop and rest. When it's telling me I've had too much stimulation and I can no longer like go to the next store to do shopping, I need to listen to that. And when I can do those things, I manage relatively well in my life. So I want you to know it does get better. It takes a really long time. Okay? I wish somebody had have set me down and said, Pam, this is going to take a long time to heal. Part of that healing and the length that it takes is how quickly you learn how to do the right things and the appropriate things that brain injury needs for recovery. I started this channel because I'm in a good place in my recovery now. And I'm in a place where I'm able to spend some time and work on content for this channel. I started it because I didn't want anybody else to struggle the way I did. It was very challenging for me to find information. It was difficult to pull together the resources. It was hard to find community and support. And so my hope with this channel is that I'm able to provide not only hope and motivation to those of you that are recovering, but also to provide education and knowledge of the things that I learned. And a lot of it I learned the hard way. A lot of it I learned, it took a very long time to get the information. Because I don't think we know a lot about brain injury. I know my doctor didn't. I know that my experiences with the several neurologists that I've seen over the last almost 5 years has been less than stellar. Probably could have done without any of those visits, to be honest. Because the only thing I got from them is, here's some more drugs, which was not my solution and not what I was looking for. So I realize that there's a lot of us struggling with concussion and brain injuries, and we don't have the right support. So I decided to try to create this space where we can heal together, where we can learn, and we can grow. So what you can expect from this channel is education. Simple, science-backed insight on brain injury, concussion, healing. My personal lived experience, what worked for me, what didn't work for me. Healing practices like guided meditations, exercises, nutrition tips, community and motivation, so that we can help support each other on the tough days. Each day I will be sharing real practical advice on how to help your brain heal, whether it's to manage your brain fog, improve focus, or dealing with the emotional roller coaster of recovery. My hope for this channel is that it will be engaging and we can interact with each other through the comments below. So my question is, what has been your hardest part of your recovery? Because I want to make sure that the content that I share is content that is covering what you're seeking. So please share with me in the comments what has been the hardest part of your brain injury. Anything that you specifically are looking for information on or insight, please feel free to share that in the comments so that I can make sure that I include it in the material I present. Lastly, as always, I'd like to ask you to subscribe and hit that like button so you don't miss the next video. And if this video resonated with you, if you could give it a like, so that way this message can go out to more people, I would appreciate that. As I come to a close with this first video, I just want to let you know you are not alone in this. Healing takes time, but together we'll get through it. I can't wait to go on this journey with you, and I'm wishing you a very blessed day.